They'll start on the ground. Hall pushes him over, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And now it's 2nd down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A strong running. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Hall again. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Stroud off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, Corbett. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Corbett. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Alert! Alert! Let go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Go!
And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All again on 2nd down. Oh, and now some space to operate. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Howell. That is caught. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Hall again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Running left, it's Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run with Hall. Oh, nice move. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Hall. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ready.
2nd and 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. Tracking 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. Corbett, 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Faking the handoff. Howell. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Off play action. It's Howell. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans. Take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A little short pass. This is Everett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Corbin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 136 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
A handoff for Hall. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action with Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. Open target. Here's Matthews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's a give to Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now play number number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Powell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurobi now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Play action. Stroud down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, Corbett, and he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches are
fighting through. He's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Matthews that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll give to Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
On the set.
On 1st down, Corbett. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
Stroud to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Howell out of the shotgun. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Howell. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Harris gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. Corbett. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 12. And the Jets first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll go play action. Howell. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them. This is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, New York.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Howe will throw it. This pass out wide to Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the Jet offense staying on the field, they're going to go for 2. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Roll!
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 45-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Shoves him away. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Here we go.
3.
Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Let's go now.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
60 Bobcats. Cut it. Panther 11.
Stroud looks to throw. That is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's